Over 60 and finding it harder to see at night? Maybe headlights turn into blinding starbursts, or your eyes feel painfully dry the moment you wake up. These aren't just small annoyances, they threaten your safety and independence. But the truth is, science shows your eyes can repair themselves while you sleep. Every year, seniors in America spend thousands of dollars on eye drops, new glasses, and endless doctor visits. Yet the frustration remains. Blurred evenings, tired eyes after reading, and the fear of driving at night. The National Eye Institute reports that over 1/3 of seniors suffer night vision problems. Mayo Clinic research shows that certain nutrients can actually repair retinal cells while we sleep. Cleveland Clinic confirms these nutrients also help reduce dry eye symptoms and improve contrast sensitivity, making everyday tasks safer. This means you are not powerless against fading vision. There are foods that work with your body's natural repair cycle, and you can start tonight. And here's the part you'll want to know. Food number 1 on our list, revealed at the end, has been proven in long-term studies to cut vision loss by more than 50%. Imagine protecting your independence simply by choosing the right foods before bed. That's what today's countdown is all about, giving you practical, science-backed steps you can apply immediately. Before we go further, I'd love to know, how old are you and where are you watching from? Drop it in the comments right now. It only takes a second, and you will see how many of us shared the same struggles. Now let's begin our countdown with food number 8. And I promise it's one most people never even think about. Number 8 is the humble sweet potato. Most people don't realize just how powerful this little root vegetable really is. Sweet potatoes carry a special form of beta-carotene that your body naturally converts into vitamin A. And here's the fascinating part. Much of that conversion happens while you're asleep. Just 1 cup of sweet potato holds around 21,000 international units of vitamin A, making it one of the richest natural sources anywhere. This isn't just food for your body, it's nourishment for your eyes, especially at night when they're working hard to repair themselves. If you've ever wondered, why is my vision blurry when I wake up? A lack of vitamin A may be one reason. Eating sweet potatoes before bed can support clear vision and even help prevent macular degeneration over time. About 2 hours after you've eaten, your liver sets a process in motion. The beta-carotene moves through your bloodstream and into your eyes, where special cells in the retina use it to rebuild rhodopsin, the very protein that lets you see clearly in dim light. Researchers at the University of Wisconsin studied 300 seniors over 6 months and found that those who ate sweet potatoes 4 times a week improved their contrast sensitivity by 32% and reduced symptoms of night blindness by 28%. That's powerful vision care without relying only on glasses, drops, or even vision insurance. During REM sleep, when circulation to the eyes increases by about 40%, concentrated beta-carotene goes straight to work repairing tiny bits of damage in your macula, the central part of your eye that gives you sharp, detailed vision. This is critical because blurry vision and even sudden vision loss in one eye often start with macular damage. To get the most out of these benefits, preparation is key. Steam or bake sweet potatoes with the skin left on for 35 to 45 minutes at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. This temperature protects delicate compounds while softening the vegetable for better absorption. Adding a teaspoon of coconut oil or grass-fed butter boosts absorption by up to 400%, since beta-carotene is fat-soluble and requires healthy fats to work properly. Eat 1 medium sweet potato about 90 minutes before bedtime. Always include the skin. It contains special antioxidants that help guard your optic nerve against oxidative stress during sleep. Avoid microwaving sweet potatoes, as Cornell University research found it destroys up to 60% of the valuable compounds. For seniors asking, how can I improve my eyesight naturally, or searching for foods that improve eyesight, the answer might be as simple as adding this everyday root to your bedtime routine. Now, let's move on to the next vision-restoring food. This fish carries a powerful mix of omega-3 fatty acids and astaxanthin that works like a repair team for your aging eyes while you sleep. The special type of DHA in salmon, called docosahexaenoic acid, makes up about 60% of the fatty acids in your retina. While you rest, your body uses fresh DHA to restore damaged photoreceptor cells, helping prevent sudden vision loss and protecting against blurred vision causes. A single serving of this pink-colored fish provides around 4,000 milligrams of omega-3, but what makes it stand out for vision care is its astaxanthin content, the pigment that gives salmon its color and shields your eyes from harmful blue light damage. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed 850 seniors for 2 years and found that eating wild salmon twice a week lowered the risk of advanced macular degeneration by 68%. Those who ate salmon before bedtime saw even greater improvements, including a 74% boost in tear production and a 56% drop in extreme dry eyes. A common reason why seniors ask, "Why are my eyes so dry?" The key is choosing wild-caught salmon instead of farmed. Wild varieties contain 5 times more astaxanthin and 40% more omega-3. A portion of about 4 ounces eaten roughly 2 hours before bed is best, lightly seasoned with turmeric and black pepper. UCLA research shows this combination can increase anti-inflammatory effects by 300%, which supports both eye protection and vision improvement. Bake at 325 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes until it flakes, but avoid overcooking. High heat destroys fragile omega-3. And avoid Atlantic salmon, since nearly all of it is farmed and holds only about 20% of the vision-protecting nutrients found in wild Alaskan salmon. For even better results, pair your salmon with a small serving of quinoa or brown rice. This helps steady your blood sugar through the night, preventing spikes of inflammation that can harm the tiny blood vessels in your eyes. It's a simple way to fight dry eye disease, support clear vision, and even help prevent cataracts as you age. Now let's move on to the next food that supports natural vision correction and overnight eye repair. Number 6 is goji berries. These bright red berries from the Himalayas have been treasured in traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years, especially for protecting eyesight. And today, modern research explains why they're so effective. Goji berries hold the highest amount of zeaxanthin of any food in the world, about 15 times more than any other source. This carotenoid gathers in your macula as you sleep, forming a natural shield that defends your eyes against age-related damage. Just 1 ounce of goji berries provides 28 milligrams of zeaxanthin, which your body uses during the deepest stages of sleep to rebuild the macular pigment that filters out harmful blue light and protects against oxidative stress. That's why they're considered one of the best foods for vision improvement and even play a role in how to prevent macular degeneration naturally. A study from the Beijing Institute of Optometry tracked 150 seniors who ate goji berries daily for 90 days. Their macular pigment density went up by 26%. And their vision improved by an average of 2 full lines on the standard eye chart. Those who ate their berries in the evening saw 40% better results than those who ate them in the morning, because absorption peaks at night when digestion works more efficiently. This is especially important for seniors who wake up asking, "Why is my vision blurry in the morning?" To get the most benefit, eat exactly 1 ounce of organic goji berries about 90 minutes before bed. You can soak them in warm water for 10 minutes or mix them into plain Greek yogurt. Soaking helps soften the skin and releases the active compounds, which boosts absorption by 200% according to researchers at the University of Sydney. But don't eat goji berries with coffee or green tea because tannins can block up to 70% of zeaxanthin absorption. If you're taking blood thinners or diabetes medication, begin with half an ounce since goji berries may interact with those drugs. The best way to enjoy them is by combining goji berries with a tablespoon of raw almonds, which add vitamin E. Together, they act like a natural vision supplement, helping to shield your retinal cells from oxidative damage while you sleep. For seniors worried about sudden blurry vision in one eye, dry eyes, or even blurry vision headaches, adding goji berries before bed is a simple step that supports clear vision and long-term eye protection. Now we're moving into the even more powerful vision-restoring foods. Number 5 is organic egg yolks. These are nature's richest and most absorbable source of lutein and zeaxanthin. Your body can take in these nutrients up to 5 times more effectively from eggs than from plant foods. The deep orange yolks from pasture-raised hens contain as much as 12 times more lutein than eggs from standard farms. When eaten before bed, these protective compounds travel straight to your macula, where they build up in precise layers that block harmful light from damaging your vision. Each yolk provides about 200 micrograms of lutein and 215 micrograms of zeaxanthin. What makes them especially powerful is the natural phospholipids they contain. These act as carriers, moving the nutrients across the blood-retinal barrier while you sleep. In a 12-week study at Tufts University involving 200 seniors, 2 organic egg yolks eaten before bed raised macular pigment density by 38% and improved contrast sensitivity by 42%. Interestingly, the cholesterol in egg yolks once thought of as harmful actually plays an important role. It helps deliver fat-soluble vitamins directly to the optic nerve during the body's nightly repair cycle. Participants in the study also experienced a 51% drop in glare sensitivity and noticed a much better ability to distinguish between similar colors. The best way to eat them is 2 organic yolks from pasture-raised chicken about 60 to 90 minutes before bedtime. Prepare them as a soft scramble at low heat for no longer than 3 minutes. The diet of the hens matters too. Birds fed on greens and insects produce eggs with 10 times more omega-3 and 15 times more vitamin A than factory-farmed eggs. Cook the yolks gently with a teaspoon of grass-fed butter or ghee, stirring constantly to protect the fragile lutein molecules that start breaking down at temperatures above 160 degrees. Avoid high heat or cooking them until firm, because that destroys up to 70% of these vision-protecting compounds, according to the American Egg Board. A pinch of Himalayan pink salt and fresh black pepper can improve mineral absorption, but don't add milk or cheese, as these can block carotenoid uptake. Now let's continue on to an even more powerful food for overnight eye repair. Number 4 is bilberries. These small, dark purple berries are so potent for vision that British Royal Air Force pilots relied on them during World War II to sharpen their night vision. Modern science has now confirmed those results, showing that the benefits are even stronger in older adults. Bilberries from Northern Europe contain 15 different anthocyanins that work together to regenerate rhodopsin in retinal cells up to 3 times faster than any other food. The key compounds in bilberries, especially delphinidin and cyanidin, are able to cross the blood-brain barrier while you sleep. Once there, they build up in the visual cortex and improve how signals move from the eyes to the brain. A major study published in the European Journal of Ophthalmology followed 400 seniors with early macular degeneration and found that those who took bilberry extract before bed slowed disease progression by 73% over 2 years. Participants showed a 67% boost in night vision, a 49% drop in eye fatigue, and 28% even reported being able to read without glasses for the first time in years. To gain these repairing effects, take 1/4 cup of fresh bilberries or 1 standardized capsule with 160 milligrams of anthocyanins exactly 2 hours before bedtime. Always choose organic berries and eat them raw, since cooking destroys about 40% of their valuable compounds. You can gently mash them to release more of the pigments. Frozen bilberries are also excellent. In fact, freezing breaks open the cell walls and raises anthocyanin levels by 20%. Be sure to thaw them fully and drink the juice along with the berries. Timing matters too. Bilberries should be eaten on an empty stomach or with a small serving of plain yogurt, since protein helps the body absorb anthocyanins while carbohydrates can cut absorption in half. Avoid combining them with citrus fruits or vitamin C supplements, as these break down the compounds before they can reach your eyes. For added benefit, pair bilberries with a tablespoon of raw walnuts, which provide omega-3s that double the anti-inflammatory effects. We are now moving into the top 3 most powerful foods for restoring vision. No. 3 is black currants. These dark berries carry the highest levels of vitamin C and GLA, gamma-linolenic acid, of any fruit, making them a unique combination for repairing the retina during your deepest sleep cycles. They hold 4 times the vitamin C of oranges and 20 times the anthocyanins of blueberries. What truly sets them apart for vision health is their rare omega-6 fatty acid, which your body converts into strong anti-inflammatory compounds that directly target eye tissue. A single cup of black currants provides about 300 milligrams of vitamin C and 800 milligrams of GLA. Together, these help rebuild the collagen in your cornea and reinforce the tiny blood vessels that nourish the retina. Research at King's College London followed 500 seniors for 18 months and showed that eating black currants before bedtime improved visual sharpness by an average of 45% and lowered eye pressure by 32%. Among participants with early glaucoma, 78% saw stabilization or even reversal of optic nerve damage. The best approach is half a cup of fresh black currants or 2 tablespoons of black currant seed oil about 90 minutes before sleep. Combining them with a little full-fat cottage cheese can boost GLA absorption by 350%. Fresh currants should be lightly crushed to break open the seeds and left for 5 minutes before eating to activate their enzymes. If using the seed oil, which is 20 times more concentrated in GLA, mix it with the cottage cheese in a blender so the nutrients are delivered straight to retinal tissue. Do not heat the berries or the oil, as GLA breaks down quickly with warmth. Timing also matters. GLA metabolism peaks between 2 and 4 a.m., the very hours when the body produces the least natural anti-inflammatory signals. For best results, avoid taking them with iron or red meat, since iron blocks up to 60% of GLA conversion. Now we come to No. 2, saffron. This spice contains crocin and crocetin, 2 powerful compounds that scientists at the University of Rome found can actually reverse age-related macular degeneration by bringing damaged photoreceptor cells back to life. Known as the world's most precious spice, saffron carries these unique carotenoids in a form that crosses the blood-retinal barrier and concentrates exactly where the macula has been harmed during sleep. Just 20 milligrams, about 15 strands, are enough to trigger repair that increases retinal sensitivity by up to 80% within 90 days. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Translational Medicine followed 100 seniors with moderate AMD who took saffron before bed for 6 months. The results showed reversal of drusen deposits and an average 2-line improvement on the Snellen eye chart. Imaging confirmed that photoreceptor cells, once thought dormant, began functioning again after 3 months of nightly saffron use. To get these results, steep 15 to 20 saffron threads in 4 ounces of warm whole milk or unsweetened almond milk at 140 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. Drink it exactly 1 hour before bed. This temperature draws out the crocin without destroying it, while the fat in the milk forms micelles, carry the compound safely to the retina. Add a 1/4 teaspoon of raw honey and a pinch of cardamom, which research shows boosts absorption by 400%. Never use boiling water or heat saffron above 150 degrees, as this destroys most of the active compounds within seconds. Always choose high-quality Spanish or cashmere saffron with deep red strands. Cheaper versions contain only a fraction of the active ingredients. Time your serving so you are lying down within 90 minutes. because the horizontal position increases blood flow to the eyes by 25% and improves delivery to the macula. Now we arrive at the number one most powerful food for repairing your vision while you sleep. Number one is raw cacao. This stands above all the others as the most powerful food for overnight vision repair. It contains epicatechin, a flavanol that Harvard researchers found can raise blood flow to the retina by 150% and stimulate the production of new mitochondria in aging photoreceptor cells. And let me be clear, this is not the processed cocoa you see in stores. It's the raw, unroasted cacao that holds over 700 compounds working together to restore every part of your visual system while you sleep. The epicatechin in raw cacao activates a protein that switches on genes responsible for creating new neurons in your optic nerve. A landmark study from the University of Reading followed 600 seniors and showed that after 16 weeks of consuming raw cacao before bed, visual processing speed improved by 91%, retinal thickness increased by 12% on OCT scans, and vision loss reversed in 82% of participants with diabetic retinopathy. Researchers also discovered that raw cacao sparks the release of nitric oxide during REM sleep. This widens the tiny blood vessels in your eyes, allowing 3 times more oxygen and nutrients to reach struggling retinal cells. To see these results, the exact method matters. Mix 2 tablespoons of raw cacao powder into 6 ounces of warm, unsweetened cashew milk, heated to 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Add 1/8 teaspoon of Salmon cinnamon and a pinch of cayenne pepper. This blend raises absorption by 500%, as capsaicin from cayenne opens cell channels while cinnamon stabilizes blood sugar to prevent damage to the lens. Drink this about 45 minutes before bedtime on an empty stomach, at least 2 hours after your last meal. Protein interferes with flavanol absorption by up to 70%, so timing is key. The cacao must be certified organic and processed under 118 degrees Fahrenheit to protect the sensitive compounds. And it should have at least 12% fat content, showing it was properly fermented. Never use Dutch processed cocoa or anything labeled simply as cocoa powder, since the alkalization process completely destroys the epicatechin. Stir in a teaspoon of MCT oil or virgin coconut oil to create a slow release effect, keeping blood levels steady through the night. Timing is critical because epicatechin works in sync with your circadian rhythm, reaching its peak effectiveness between 1 and 3 a.m. when your body naturally carries out its most intense repair work. When combined with the other foods on this list, raw cacao creates a powerful synergy that can transform eye health in ways that once seemed impossible. Begin by adding the top 3 foods first, then gradually include the rest as your body adjusts to the extra nutrients. Consistency is more important than perfection. Even starting with raw cacao alone can bring noticeable improvements in just 2 to 3 weeks. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which foods have you found to help or harm your vision the most? Have you ever tried changing your bedtime diet to support your eyesight? Share your experiences in the comments. I'll be reading them.